Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today. And joining us in the studio, Tom Perkins is down here from Jackson. And Tom, you were already planned to be on the show. You're usually here probably this weekend. But this year, we get to talk about your opening weekend. Isn't that awesome?
We skied.
You skied?
It's a fairly rare occurrence. We get open in November, but it's been a real treat. People have had a great time skiing on our trails. We got Fairmont groomed, and skiing was good.
Well, I can imagine. I mean, because it was a heavy snow too, so it probably tracked up nice.
It's had some density, yeah.
Yeah.
And the grooming crew got out there and nailed it down, and people went out and played on it, and it was great fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Now, what was your opening day last year? Because that was...
Well, we opened for Christmas week for a few days. Then we opened again on January 13th.
Yeah.
Which is a rare, it's pretty rare to have it that late.
That late, absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
This year we expect to be open again in the first part of December.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
That'll be great. So what do you have going on though? You've got things planned all winter long.
Well, right now our season pass sales, we're still on our early season discount until November 30th. So if someone's planning to get their season pass, now's the time to do it because it saves you money.
Yeah.
And in this economy, as everybody knows, saving money
is a good thing.
One of the things people are talking about. But the list of events is pretty extensive. We've got obviously the Tom's Amazing Waxing demonstration every Monday morning.
Now who puts that on?
Some guy named Tom.
Who's the host?
Yeah. And that's for alpine skiers, cross-country skiers, snowboarders. Doesn't make any difference. We talk about how to wax your equipment to make them perform better. And let's see, we have snowshoe tours, 4 snowshoe tours a week, 2 on Saturdays, 1 on Sunday, 1 on Tuesday. And then we have our Friday gliders starting up again.
Yeah.
That's always a fun time. That's a social classic ski, Friday afternoon from 1 to 3, and then after the ski social in the Bays Lodge. We have quite a few people who go out in that every week, and people who are not on signed up for the every week basis, they just come in for the day, can certainly do that and join in the fun. It's nice.
Well, that's great.
We have a couple of large competitions this winter. We have the White Mountain Classic Marathon, which is the first marathon of the New England Nordic Ski Association's marathon series. That's on January 21st this year.
And how long is that? What's
that's
the
30 kilometers.
30 kilometers.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that's a citizen race. Anybody can get into it. And then we have the next weekend. We have the University of New Hampshire Winter Carnival races on Friday and Saturday. Sprint races on Friday and
that's always exciting to watch.
Very exciting. These kids are really fast, and it's really fun. And we have volunteers. In fact, we have a call for volunteers for both of those events, the White Mountain Classic and the UNH Carnival. We need some help on getting things organized.
Yeah.
And if somebody's never done it before, never participated on a volunteer basis, first of all, it's really fun to do. And 2, we'll teach you everything you need to know, and how to do things so you stay comfortable and warm and help out these young kids racing.
And what's the date on that?
January 27th, which is a Friday, and January 28th, which is a Saturday.
So 2 months from today, basically.
Yeah.
So.
And then we have our 40th season anniversary party on January 28th and 29th.
40 years.
40 years. Yeah, we've been providing skiing for 40 years. So we really are maintaining the culture of cross-country skiing in Jackson that's been going on for. I've got a photograph of 3 women skiing in what is now our competition area in 1888. So it's 123 years of providing the culture of skiing in Jackson. Yeah,
that's just amazing.
Yeah, it's we've got some history there.
And just great trails. I mean, you've got so many trails and such a diversity of trails.
Yeah, we have,
which I think is great. Looking at some of this footage, you can see some very fast skiing along there, but you've got the gentle beginner trails and in the woods, in the sun.
We have cross-country skiing is a wonderful sport because it can be as simple as skiing across a field, sitting on a log with your sweetie and having some wine and cheese and the sunshine and a bright big vistas that we have, or it can be a recreational ski through the forest on groomed trails or ungroomed trails. It can be if you want to ski at a high level competition level, get some heavy duty exercise, you can do that. That's cross country skiing as well. You can do the Wildcat Valley Trail, which is a backcountry down mountain trail accessed from Wildcat Ski Area. There we have a nice partnership or relationship with Wildcat, and they take their chairlift to the summit. They take our trail to the base of right back to Jackson Village. It's about 18 kilometers.
Wow!
And it drops 3,245 vertical feet, depending on who you measure it by.
Yeah.
And it's the 7th largest vertical drop of any ski area in the U.S.
Wow! Now is that an expert trail, or
Yes.
is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
one would want to be able to ski if you wanted to do that trail.
So not me, in other words.
Well, you should go out and train up on it.
That's right. That'll be my goal. I got to set a goal for that.
Exactly.
So. Oh, that's great.
So cross-country skiing is a very wonderful sport in that it can be at any level you want. You can be very low energy, relaxed, or you can go to whatever level you want. It's fun to slide on snow in the wintertime.
And the thing is, too, is also it's great exercise. You know, it's a great aerobic workout, but also, you know, muscle-wise and everything else.
Yeah.
So
When you start skiing, the first day you ski, the first day they ski is always hard, awkward, difficult.
it happens to me walking, but you know.
Yeah. And so the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the less you actually have to work to go the same pace you were before. So you can pick up your pace, you can go faster as you learn. And our ski school, we have a great ski school, and we recommend that people take a lesson the first time they go cross-country skiing, because it just makes a lot of sense. It's not unpleasurable to have a lesson. It's a lot of fun. And two is that it teaches you in an hour what it would take a year to learn by yourself. And if you try to learn from a spouse, it's
not a good thing.
It's an infinite curve. You're never going to learn.
Even if they're a ski instructor, you still don't want to learn from a spouse.
You don't want to take it from a spouse. So we would recommend a lesson, because we know that people, our purpose in life, and at the Jackson Ski Touring Foundation, we're a nonprofit organization, and our purpose for being is that we provide recreation, and we want people to get outside and stay healthy. And so we know that somebody who takes a lesson is far more likely to come back skiing a second time than someone who does not take a lesson.
Right.
And so our purpose for teaching lessons is not to fill the coffers with funds, because we don't really make a lot of money on ski instruction, but our purpose is so that people will enjoy the sport more, and that's what we do it for. So.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, which I probably am. There's basically two styles of cross-country skiing. You've got in the tracks, which is called
classic skiing.
And then you've got out of the tracks, which is
skating.
Yeah.
And or freestyle.
When somebody takes a lesson, do they usually start with one versus the other?
We would recommend that you start with classic, because you can classic ski anywhere. You can't skate ski everywhere.
Now, why is that?
Because
just the trails aren't groomed that way?
Skate skis require a groomed trail surface.
Okay.
Or in the springtime, one of our favorite things to do is to go off on ungroomed snow, and what we do call crust busting, which is really fun. But skating requires a certain different set of muscle techniques, and it's a much higher energy level.
But I understand from a lot of people. I mean, they've kind of almost they've evolved to that. Right. And so what's great about that is that it gives you that choice, so that you can
both kinds of skiing.
Yeah,
absolutely. And we groom for both kinds of skiing.
Right.
We groom extensively every day for both kinds of skiing, so people have a variety of options. But for the most part, your archetypal image of what a cross-country skier is classic skiing.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's great.
And I love the feeling of cross-country skiing, classic skiing, because it's like dancing through the forest. And you just sort of go out there and glide. It's all about glide. The more you glide, the less you work.
Oh, exactly. And of course, then that's why you want to go to Tom's Amazing Waxing Demonstration.
Waxing demonstration every Monday morning, 9:30 by the fireplace.
But not all cross-country skis need wax.
That's not true.
All right.
Waxless skis does not mean no maintenance. It means you do not have to wax them for grip. You
still
have to wax them for glide.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll be slogging. You'll be snowshoeing, which we have a lot of snowshoe trails as well. But
but you don't want to snowshoe in cross-country skis.
No, you don't want to snowshoe on cross-country skis. Yeah, because there's not much pleasure in skis that don't glide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, very cool. So,
yeah.
So you've got a great website.
We do, jacksonxc.org. And today, I realized this morning that today is Sunday, and we have a program called Alpine Ski Ticket Sunday, which we have. What we recognize is people are going to go home Sunday morning, and they'd like to get some skiing in, and so we've offered any day except for Saturday. If you bring in yesterday's Alpine ski ticket, we'll give you a 33% discount on lessons, rental, and trail pass. So you can get an hour skiing in for not a lot of money, and before you get in the car and go home, so you can get your body warmed up and loosened up before you get in the car and have to drive home.
That's terrific.
Yeah, it's a neat program.
That's great. Well, Tom, thanks so much for coming down, and
okay.
I'm sure we'll see you again. We'll find out what's going on at Jackson Cross Country, and as we always do every week, it's part of our snow report, so we can find out